Hi,
Hello, we are Stand Atlantic.
the cuties of the music industry.
That's right, we're with Pop Punk Paradise right now.
You make my head spin. God knows I can't win. I don't know what I'm doing. I think I got a fucking death wish. It's got me head sick. If I can't win, I'm losing. To a fucking death wish.
Hi Leute, das ist Pop Punk Paradise, wie ihr gerade schon gesehen habt, das ist Stand Atlantic. Eine super Band aus Australien. Deswegen werden wir jetzt auch gleich wieder in Englisch reden, das ist obligatorisch und unser netter Kameramann hinter der Kamera wird das Ganze bestimmt für euch übersetzen und ganz viele Untertitel reinpacken.
I agree.
Spaß.
Me too.
I agree.
Heard every word.
So, hi guys. First of all, can you introduce yourself just a little bit, just real quick for all the fans who don't know you, who ever heard something from you? So we put some music from you in the trailer, but yeah, would you like tell a few sentences?
Sure.
I'm Mickey.
I'm Bonnie.
We play in a band called Stand Atlantic. We're the cuties of the music industry, and we are an alternative rock band from Sydney, Australia. And this is our song right now playing.
Beep boop biddy boop boop biddy doo boop biddy diddly dee boop biddy boop boop. That was none of our songs, actually. That was improv.
Thank you. It was the best song I ever heard. So, I read so many articles before the interview, and one thing I was wondering is your influences in music. The classic bands like Green Day and something else. That's of course the most bands are saying this, but there was just one musician. I'm sorry, which confused me just a little bit. It's Justin Bieber.
Yeah?
Are you a fan of Justin Bieber, or is it just like the music?
Both.
Yeah.
If I was straight, Bieber, hit me up. But I'm not, so don't. Justin Bieber, I feel like pop music in general, we've always loved. I feel
Yeah.
like,
Especially Bon and I feel like
yeah.
even now, like I feel like a lot of what I'm listening to at the moment is like Troye Sivan and
Sabrina
Chappelle
Carpenter.
Roan and Sabrina Carpenter. Yeah, so we always listen to pop. So
Yeah, it's definitely always, pop music has just been an influence for us all the time, I think.
I guess
So-
Justin Bieber was just a bit more when you were growing up, so it's a bit more of an influence.
Yeah, but you liked him too.
I liked him too.
Yeah.
He's good.
Yeah, he's good. You can't deny. Good song.
And Bon has a crush.
So when you talk about pop music, is there a band, especially a pop band maybe, or a pop musician, who you want to tour with? Like just Justin Bieber?
They don't want to tour with us, but yeah, this
Literally any pop artist would be crazy, I feel like, and cool.
Yeah.
I don't know what the closest thing we've ever done is.
festivals in Australia usually is the closest we'd get.
Yeah.
Like not pop, but like Stormzy and stuff. is usually-
Stormzy, yeah,
we've
that's
done that.
crazy.
But yeah, no, I don't know if they would want to take us out, but I'd do it. I guess the closest we could do is maybe like 5 Seconds of Summer.
Yeah.
Because I guess they're kind of in the band realm still, but
Yeah.
musically they're just a pop band.
Yeah. Let's call a spade a spade.
Yeah, and they're Australian,
Yeah.
so
And you know that.
hey. What else?
That's all I can think of right now too.
I'm also thinking, what's a band that you like? The band Camino.
Band Camino.
kinda poppy.
Yep, love them.
So there's bands that would work, I think.
Yeah.
Hit us up.
I think too. It would be nice.
Yeah.
Hit us up.
It would be nice.
You should. Maybe maybe I can arrange something.
One Direction.
No.
We'll make it work.
Yeah. Together.
So you talked about the festivals. You get closer to the other bands. What do you like most? Playing a festival or club shows like these today?
Oh,
It's
that's
so
tough.
different, yeah.
We played like one of my favorite shows ever the other night in Prague, and the reason it was like one of my favorite shows was because, obviously, not obviously, but in case you didn't know or didn't want to know, we play relatively big shows. I feel like as a headline act in like a lot of places, and Prague was the first time we've ever headlined there, and the room was like super dingy and like really like punk rock vibes, and just like the shows we like grew up watching, and like obviously when we started we would play stuff like that too in places like that, and it just was like the best vibe. And I don't think anything will ever beat like a sweaty, dirty club show like that where everyone's like on top of each other and like really close. There's no room on the stage. Like it just makes you free as hell.
It felt nostalgic almost playing
Yeah,
it too.
it was
Like it felt
awesome.
like album one kind of tour, just like
It felt
sweaty
hype.
club show, no barrier, everyone
Yeah.
just jumping around.
Yeah.
So they're fun. But that being said,
Festivals are
there's
great
something
too.
great about just rocking up at a festival, going to catering, eating all the food, seeing all your friends,
Playing your 15-minute set.
and being like, well, that's over. Now let's go hang out with our
Yeah,
friends.
yeah.
So they're both fun.
Genuinely-
I don't know. They're both different.
Yeah. And genuinely, I think we just love playing every kind of show ever.
Mm.
Headlines can be a bit tough because it's a long set, but festivals are great because, yeah, as Mickey said, you have so much time to just like hang out and like meet people and like, I don't know. It's just so
There's always
easy.
fun stuff backstage at festivals too.
Good food
and
most of the time too.
yeah.
So you saw Prague? Did you got sightseeing? I went there last year, my first time, and so it's such a beautiful city.
Yeah, we've
We've-
been there a couple times. I didn't sightsee last time, so I was just exhausted. But we've definitely always gone out into the city, and like it just looks like a dollhouse. Like it's crazy there. I love it. It's one of my favorite cities aesthetically. It looks
Prague is one of the cities that we've had the most days off in, I think.
yeah.
So,
So we've definitely
we
been
usually go
out, so-
out and we go to the restaurants.
Yeah,
And
I've been to that like horror bar like 4 times. I don't know if you know it, but there's this horror bar in Prague, and there's never anyone in it. So it's always just like me and like the people we're with at the time, and it's like always just so fun. And they've got like horror themed like drinks, I think, and like just all these like what do you call it? Like almost like wax figure things of like all the horror movies and stuff. I love that place. So sick. Yep.
yeah.
So is there an area you like the most in the world? Like touring in Asia, Europe, America, something?
There's something good about everywhere, I think.
Agreed.
There's something bad about everywhere.
Let's focus on the good.
On the good, I like. Well, Europe is just nice, I guess. Just the architecture and just like the sights are nice.
Yeah. Japan was awesome. We've only ever done that once though, and that was the first time I'd ever been to Japan. So I thought that was like the coolest thing ever.
America's fun because the scenery changes a lot.
Yeah.
So that's
and it's
fun.
always like a long tour. So whoever like you're touring with, you get to really know, and like you have enough time to like become like besties. So I enjoy that.
And Australia is nice because it's home.
Yeah.
It seems to be nice. It's always nice to be at home.
Yeah.
And Thailand is nice because it's cheap.
But it's very sweaty.
I never was there, so maybe I should go. This is the last concert for your tour tonight. And are you happy or are you sad? So going back home is always nice, but how is that like? We call it tour blues when you miss the tour after it. So
Yeah.
is there something you, yeah.
It's a little
It's
bit of
mixed.
both, yeah, because this run for us started in July. July 4th, actually, was when
Yeah.
we flew out. So it's been
We've
pretty
going
long.
Hard. We've barely had any days off as well, so we're just kind of like exhausted, but we're kind of on autopilot, and we're getting through.
Yeah.
But
But I'm going to be
it's
sad. We've
always
been hanging.
sad.
We've been hanging with Honey Revenge for like the whole 3 months because we did the US with them as well.
Yep.
So we've been hanging out with them for the whole time, and then
And slowly
Slowly's
it
from
just
Australia, so
grows.
it's just nice to see them.
Yeah.
We toured Australia with them, and just hang out with everyone. Like, it's nice. I'm gonna miss that, but also, we need a break.
We need a little
We need a
rest.
little break.
Yeah, I'm exactly the same. Like it's always so sad, like just not seeing the same people every day, and like you become so close, and like you love just hanging around them and stuff, and it's always sad when you come off tour. But
Also, we say a break, but we've only got 1 week off, and then we're doing a US tour. So it's a 1 week break.
It's
But
a
yes,
1 week
but it'll be a nice 1 week break.
yeah,
It will. I think it will.
yeah.
It's always nice to see you on stage because you look so close together. It's just
Yeah.
like friends or family. It's just I saw so many bands, and it's not that common to see
Yeah.
that bond in a band. I like it really much. So
Yeah. The more bands we meet and stuff, the more I realize that I feel like our dynamic is very different because we genuinely just love each other so much, and we're like really good friends, and we genuinely have a great time together. So yeah, I feel like maybe it is rare. I thought it was like normal, but I guess it's not that normal. But yeah.
it isn't that normal.
Yeah.
I hate everyone.
Okay, cool.
Speaking about hating everyone,
Oh, okay.
I've got a question to your songs. If you scroll through your song list, there, maybe it's just my opinion, but you see so many songs that have rude meanings or something like bad, like kill her and
Oh, yeah.
hate you sometimes, hate me sometimes. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Is there a deeper meaning behind that, or is it just like
generally, yeah, like the song is about something always, but I feel like I was just saying this before actually in the other interview we did, but generally speaking, I feel like I'm a pretty like positive and like happy person, but all my like negative feelings and stuff, I think a lot of the time I put that into songs, and that's probably why they are pretty negative a lot of the time. But I've been trying to not make things so depressing these days, and like with the last album, like, I don't know, but I definitely just put all my like anger and like all my shit like into the songs, because like even when I was little, like that's the way I like would process my emotions and stuff. So I still kind of do that to this day. But yeah, it doesn't mean that I'm an angry person, because I'm not, I swear, right? You tell him.
So is it just you writing all the lyrics, the songs?
Yes. Yeah. Yes.
So what are you doing?
I just like to hang out.
the
I like to
bass
laugh.
riff.
I like to have fun. And then I have to come in and write the bass, and then that bit's
Yeah.
boring. But then I go back to having fun.
It is collaborative. Like me and Stevie, our producer, like me and him will write like everything, and then we'll send it to the guys, and like they'll put their 2 cents in and be like, "Yo, let's change this up," or like, "This sounds a little too blah. Let's change it." But yeah.
But then we'll never actually write parts till we record, because we know it can change at any moment. Well, I've stopped doing that. So I will wait till we're like actually recording, and I'm like, all right, Stevie, like here's my bass idea. And he'll be like, cool, I like that, but let's change that.
Yeah.
And we'll usually do it like that.
It's a very
Because
fluid
back in the
process.
day, I used to just like write lines for it or like learn something. And then we'd get there and be like, let's change it all. And I'm like so sick of doing that. So I'm just like, I'm not even going to learn it. We're just going to go and then like make it up as we go.
Yeah.
It feels better though, because it's more natural and actually it's like
Yeah.
the moment,
It's
what
a very-
vibes with the song.
It's a very fluid process, I think, the way we write stuff now. It's like just in and out, and then like we'll come back to a song like 2 months later. Like it's just very like, there's no schedule of like, okay, now let's write all the guitar parts, or like let's write all the lyrics or whatever. It's just kind of like, you're kind of like writing things as you go.
And that's kind of what I've liked about, like we always, when we were younger, we'd always talk about like, let's go to Greece and do an album, or like this sort of thing. And we still kind of want to do that because it sounds fun.
Getting hairs on you.
Thanks, brother. But what I've kind of liked about, especially the last 2 albums, like Fear was a COVID album, so like it was like very separated. But we learned on that like we recorded that all in an apartment.
Yeah.
Like that is 100% just done in an apartment, like with our producer, and like obviously we had gear and stuff there, but that was done in an apartment except for drums, which we did at Jono's house for Fear.
Yeah.
But then obviously with this one, it wasn't COVID, so we went into the studio to do some things like drums and a bit of backing acoustic and stuff we did in a studio, but the rest of that was just done, and live tracking kind of songs like Love You Anyway was done in a studio, but the rest of that again was just done in an apartment. And story-wise in interviews, that makes it kind of boring, being like, what did you do? Oh, we just sat in an apartment. But in terms of actually just freedom of like, not like, I feel like in a studio you're like, okay, you've got 2 weeks, like let's get the bass done, let's get the drums done. Like we would go in, record something, and then like, you know, go move on, and then like 2 weeks later we'd just go back and be like, you know what, let's change that, or like let's just do some of the bass today, or like let's do some of the vocals. And like I think that freedom makes it
a better album,
so much better album. So
But we did a lot with the writing process. We were like, me and Stevie did it in 3 separate cities in the world, which is crazy. So we did some in LA, some in Manchester, and then some in Sydney. So it was like, that I guess weighs up the fact that you have to record it in an apartment, but that's just me and Stevie experiencing that. No.
I think to be fair, I think it would be better to like use the budget to like go write somewhere like Greece, or like do like a writing session in Greece and then like a writing session in Thailand. Would be better, because when you're writing as well, like that's the experience and culture, and like you're experiencing that, and then you can put that into the music. Where when you're recording, it's kind of already done anyway, I guess, and also you're already like done, so like now you're
It's
just
like you're
stressed.
just clocking into work.
Yeah,
and, like,
in a
going
nice location. And then you get to tell a cool story being like, yeah, when we recorded that song, Bond got stolen by a motorbike, man.
Can't wait for that.
So yeah, I don't know. I kind of enjoy doing it at home. And it also frees up the budget to do more songs. Like this is the longest album we've ever done, 15 tracks. Originally was meant to be 10. And then we were like, no, we'll do it at home to save some money. And we got to do 15, which is great because there's lots of songs on there that I would hate that if it was cut.
Same.
Yeah,
And
so-
we've never been a B-side band where like we take a song from another record that didn't make it and use it for the next. So I feel like that would have happened with this one too,
Yeah.
as good as they would be.
So yeah, we've lost some good songs to that. So yeah, I don't know.
To the real one.
That was just a really long way to say record at home.
So you don't have any songs you already wrote or recorded? You talked, so you said...
every album is brand new songs. Like we never use B-sides from another album.
There's
closest
one
thing-
example. I can think of one, which is Silk and Satin.
Oh.
Silk and Satin.
Oh, true.
Actually, there's another one, but that doesn't count. Silk and Satin was the closest because it was that whole riff was written for Skinny Dipping, but then we just used the riff. But then
The song's completely
it was like it was a pop punk song.
Yeah.
But then it became it turned into like a
boy fuckboy song.
yeah. And then the only other thing that got close to that was Love You Anyway. Yeah. Love You Anyway. Yeah, it is.
Love You Anyway.
Pre-chorus was a chorus of another song.
Okay.
That was going to be on Fear.
Fear.
Well, no, it wasn't even a full song. It was a half
Yeah,
song.
it was half a song with a chorus, and then we just took that melody. But again, it's a completely different song.
thing.
So they're the only two kind of close ones,
That's
I
the
guess.
closest thing we get.
Yeah.
I think, yeah. Because I feel like every time we go to write a new album, we just kind of want to like just progress. We don't really want to look back.
Yeah.
But if there's moments like, for example, in Love You Anyway, where that pre-chorus, like, or the chorus of that other song fitted in that pre-chorus really nicely, and it was a great like melody, then we're gonna like do stuff like that. But generally speaking, I feel like we're always just like looking forward, so we don't really want to like go back and we're always trying to experiment with like different sounds and shit. So it's better to just start with like a clean slate.
It was my favorite melody that got cut, but we
Yep.
just never finished the song. So,
Yeah.
so I'm glad it came back.
It came back. Yeah.
That's great. I never heard it before. So
Yeah.
every band I know and talk to, they all just have some songs recorded in the bag and take it for the next album.
See, that's
So-
pretty smart, I guess.
We like doing it the hard way.
We like
Yeah.
really hating ourselves.
I love it. So I can say it. I love your music and I love all the stuff you do. So
Thank you.
it's totally fine.
Thanks.
I have a question about your band logo.
Okay.
Is
which one?
this
Which one?
the
skull?
Yeah, the
Oh,
classic on Instagram, the little skull.
Yeah.
Did you made it by yourself?
Yeah, I drew it. Does it look like a child drew it?
It-
Because yes.
It looks like a child would have drawn something. Yeah.
That's the vibe. We just didn't give a fuck.
I like it.
Yeah.
It's not a part, but
I think it's cool.
it's fun because all other bands take a designer and get a huge logo and so many details, and
Yeah.
you just got okay.
Yeah, it wasn't even meant to be a logo. I just drew it for I think I was doing a piece of merch and like I was drawing like little doodles or something like around it. Not doodles, but like drawings. And the Scully thing just happened and I was like, it's pretty cool. And then we kind of just kept using it and now I guess it's our thing. But yeah, we've had a designer do a logo before, like the
The
little
cat.
Death Cat
Death
logo.
Cat. I still like the Death Cat too.
Yeah, I like it too. But the Scully, like, I don't know. It kind of represents us in a way because it's like, it's a little punky and like it doesn't give a fuck and it just is what it is. It's a little childlike.
And looks childish.
Yeah, that's us.
It reminds me a bit in the old days of Avril Lavigne. So the little
Oh, true,
she,
yeah,
she
the
got the little
skulls.
skull with the
Yeah,
heart. So
yeah.
it's
Yeah,
some
it's
kinds
kinda
remind
like
me
that.
of this part.
Yeah, that's fair.
That's cool. Yeah.
But yeah, definitely.
So how you got the idea to draw this? It's just like
Just for fun.
It just
It's
came
fun.
up out of my brain.
Bonjour.
I also drew it on the computer on a trackpad. I didn't even have a pen. I had nothing. I was like with my finger on the laptop, just like trying to draw it. Okay, that's why it came out so crappy. But I like it. I like it.
Me too.
Yeah.
I like it too. So
It's also
Great.
perfect for when like
When
if fans
fans
are like can you draw me like a tattoo? It's like
Yeah.
I can draw you and it'll probably look exactly the same as the yeah.
I always wanted to get the tattoo too, also the band logo
Yeah,
as a
yeah.
tattoo. But if I get it, you have to do it. So you have to tattoo me.
Okay.
Okay.
next time.
I'm down, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Deal.
Okay.
Yep.
I have a machine. I'm bringing it next time.
Sick,
Oh,
do
yeah,
it.
that's
so
sick.
down,
Yeah.
so down.
Okay, we will do it.
Okay, cool.
We got it on camera,
Yeah.
so it's a point.
Okay.
I have a question about the shows you play. You like it when a family is coming with the child? I had some bands who don't like child at a show.
Okay.
What do you
Like
think?
what
of-
is the show, sorry?
When the kids
they don't
come.
like kids on the show.
No, I love it. As long as the parents are comfortable with the fact that we swear 24/7.
Yeah.
I love the fact, my favorite thing is like seeing a little kid in like a giant Stand Atlantic t-shirt
That's way
with
too
their
big.
little earmuffs on someone's like shoulders, and I love seeing that. It's so
Yeah.
cute. And we get them up on stage if they're like close enough and the parents let us do it. Like
Yeah.
we'll like bring them up and like we love doing that.
Yeah,
it's
they're
sweet.
cute.
Like, they can remember
They'll come
that
to meet and
forever.
greets and stuff.
It's great. I've
Yeah.
got a foster child. She's 12 now, and
Yeah.
I take her on the concerts too. So
Yeah,
it's
I think
exactly
it's
what I
great.
think. It's a great.
It's
part.
also a core memory for them with their parents.
what
You know
I'm
what I mean? Like
saying,
you
yeah.
remember, like, oh, that's when I went to that show with my
Yes.
dad, and
Yep.
yeah, like
I would
It's
have,
good.
Like, been so stoked if that happened to me as a kid. And like, I don't know, it's cool.
yeah.
What's your first concert when you say?
My first ever concert that I can remember, I think was Avril Lavigne, actually. Yeah.
Yeah, basically I saw her, but I don't saw her because she's terrible bad live. I hate her live. I'm not
Cut that bit.
I love her music.
Cut
I
that
love
bit.
her, but no,
Yeah,
she isn't that good live.
Cut that bit.
So is there any other jobs in the world you would have done if you don't get into music?
We got asked this the other day. I feel like I've always just known this is what I wanted to do, but when I was a kid, I was really into sports. I can't see that for myself right now, but
Bon
also-
would have been a clown.
I would have been a clown, yeah. Still
Party
am,
clown.
I guess. But I guess graphic design, because I do a lot of like the band's like design stuff, so I probably would have done that. But then again, I feel like I only picked that up because I was doing it for the band. So I feel like either way you slice it, my life would have ended up with me in a band.
Bon and I would have been homeless,
We would have been homeless too, yeah.
sharing a tent.
Yeah, I would have done it.
Yeah,
It's a great.
it's kind of what we do now, but we live in but on a bus.
Kind of homeless.
Homeless on a bus.
Glorified homeless people.
But it isn't that easy to get to see the whole world if you're homeless.
True.
So true. I never
True.
thought about that. Damn. Maybe I should not get a house.
I've got one last question for you.
Yep.
You were in Munich the last days.
Yep.
Did you see the Oktoberfest?
So actually,
did.
no, Potter did it.
Oh, Potter did
So Potter goes, I just went to Oktoberfest, and I was like, oh, did you? He's like, yeah. He's like, I went to this beer house, and I was like, that's just a restaurant. He's like, and he goes, isn't Oktoberfest just drinking in Munich? And I was like, no, you have to go to Oktoberfest.
To be fair,
So he didn't go to Oktoberfest.
I thought Oktoberfest was similar to like, you know, the Christmas markets, how it's like, it's just happening
location,
in the
though,
city. Yeah, I know,
you
but
go
it's
into.
just happening all around, and like, it doesn't matter, like, you're just amongst it, but apparently it is like, you need to buy tickets to it.
Well,
and stuff,
no, you're right. It is like that. So it's usually like a big, like they cut off the city, and it's like,
Yes, okay.
so there's like
But you
12
need to-
different venues, and
but you
like
need to buy tickets
you're
to
just
get
in
in.
amongst it. But then, yeah, you just need, well, you need to just go into that area.
Yeah, okay. And
Yeah,
he did
not
it.
just go into a random restaurant and drink beer.
Pretty funny.
Is this the best part or the best story you got this tour?
October? No,
Something much better.
that's the dumbest story.
The dumbest story. I'm trying to think. People
We
ask us
we
this all the time.
we only had 2 days off this whole tour,
Yes.
so we
Oh,
didn't really have
Amsterdam
time.
was really fun.
Yeah, so we had Amsterdam and Munich. They're the only 2 days off we had, so
Yeah.
we didn't really have time to have any crazy stories, to be honest.
Yeah.
But
Amsterdam was really fun. We just partook in recreational things, and we went on this boat ride. We went on a canal ride.
we had 2 separate days.
Yeah.
The recreational party side, and then me and Nikki and some of the others, we went for a bike ride.
Wholesome bike ride.
Yeah, wholesome bike ride
I
around.
got a banana tattoo.
Got a banana tattoo.
Yep. Crazy.
Also, it's not that old.
No,
That's
it's
crusting, right?
peeling
It's
still.
peeling right
The
now.
banana tattoo is peeling.
Yeah.
But it's fine. So yeah, I got that.
It suits all the other ones. So.
It doesn't match any of my... but then again, this doesn't match either. So this is just my shit arm.
But it's kind of, it fits because nothing fits.
Eclectic.
Exactly.
Eclectic
Exactly.
arm.
That's why I'm just going to start just doing whatever the hell I want on this arm now. Anyways, yeah.
There you go.
Didn't mean to turn that into a tattoo chat. Tattoo tour.
Get you tattoos on a tour too?
What?
Did you got some tattoos on tour too?
No.
Never on tour?
No.
Damn. I've
No
got heaps
tattoos.
on tour.
Yeah, Bon loves
Most of mine
tattoos.
are done on tour, actually.
Yeah.
This one. This one. This one. Basically all my legs too have all been done on tour as well. So yeah, I like it because I can always be like, oh, I got that done in blah blah blah. I got this done there, and like there's always like a little story. Yeah, I like it because my tattoos don't mean shit. So at least I can say something like cool.
Cupid.
Cupie. Louis.
That's
Yeah.
Cupid.
Anyways.
So yeah, guys, thank you so much for the interview.
Thank you.
So
Thank
much
you.
We got an opportunity to get here.
Oh yeah.
I'm excited to tattoo you.
Yeah, same. I'm really
We
excited.
will. Next time. The next tour we do it.
Yeah,
All right,
sick.
deal.
Deal
I
shake on
promise.
it.
I promise.
All right, cool. So down.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
you.